Right now at noon, local healthcare providers are announcing temporary staffing and financial changes due to losses from the coronavirus. And in Washington, D.C., there's a new deal to help struggling small businesses. We'll explain what that includes.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. We start with breaking news in from the Channel 3000 Alert Center. The WIAA is announcing the Board of Control has voted to cancel 2020 spring competitions and tournaments. They're also expanding out-of-season coach contact opportunities that is, to 30 days for spring sports athletes during summer pending local guidelines. Also next at noon, the Vice President, Mike Pence, is expected to arrive in Madison within the next few minutes. Today he's visiting GE Healthcare's manufacturing facility to highlight the production of ventilators during the coronavirus pandemic. Vice President Pence scheduled to tour the facility and speak with employees. We'll have coverage of his visit on News 3 Now and all day long on channel3000.com. Also new at noon, Unity Point Health is temporarily reducing hours for certain team members, plus enacting limited furloughs and salary reductions for executives. This is in response to COVID-19. A news release from Unity Point Health says these steps are being taken to ensure that they come out of the pandemic in a strong position. Starting on Sunday, administrative support and clinical team members will have reduced hours. Staff in areas that are not operating at capacity or experiencing closures will be put on furlough. Executive pay will be getting a 15% average reduction. UW Health is also making temporary financial adjustments over the next 2 months. Senior leaders will see a 20% pay cut, vice presidents and physicians a 15% cut, and other leaders 10%. No layoffs expected, and they are not cutting pay for hourly workers to ensure nurses and support staff caring for COVID patients are paid their full wage. UW Health says so far 5,800 surgeries and procedures have been postponed, and the daily number of inpatients has been cut in half from 600 to 300. Between March 15th and June 30th, UW Health expects to lose between $350 and $400 million in revenue due to the pandemic. Sunny but cooler today. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warned forecast. Hi, Hattie.
Hi, Mark. We'll take a live look behind me. This is from the Edgewater Sky Cam looking out over downtown Madison. Not a cloud in the sky. Looks nice. Lots of sunshine expected. But take a look at the lake. It looks a little choppy. You can even see some white caps on the water. It is a breezy day today, and that northwesterly wind is chilly. Our temperatures are now starting to warm into the 40s from Madison and points to the south. North of Dane County, though, temperatures are still in the 30s this lunch hour. That's well below normal for this time of the year. Our highs today will be in the upper 40s in most spots. Again, we have the sunshine, but wind will be a factor. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll talk more about how strong those winds will be and when exactly they are going to start to subside here in southern Wisconsin.
All right, Hattie, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. 6 more people in Dane County were diagnosed with COVID-19 between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There are at least 388 confirmed cases in Dane County, and 20 people have died. Healthcare workers have administered nearly 7,700 coronavirus tests. The U.S. has by far the most reported coronavirus cases in the world, more than 787,000, and the most deaths, more than 42,000. Outside the White House, nurses gathered to read the names of every nurse who has died of COVID-19. They're demanding more federal funding for protective equipment.
Ensure that nurses can stay healthy, that they can stay alive, so that they can then care for us when we need it.
Some people are demanding stay-at-home orders be lifted, and some states and local governments are opening up parts of the economy. In South Carolina, beaches and some retail stores can open today if social distancing is observed. In Georgia, the state's Republican governor has decided fitness centers and hair salons can open this Friday. Next week, dine-in restaurants and movie theaters. Experts say to safely open the country back up, there needs to be robust testing to determine how many have had the virus and who may be immune. White House and congressional negotiators have reached a deal on a nearly $500 billion stimulus package to boost small businesses. The last sticking point involved how much money to include for coronavirus testing and how it should be spent. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
Democratic leaders say they reached a compromise with the White House on a nearly $500 billion stimulus package.
Staff was up all night writing. There's still a few more I's to dot and T's to cross, but we have a deal. and I believe we'll pass it today.
The bill will likely include $310 billion in additional funds for the Paycheck Protection Program. $125 billion of that will be reserved for rural and minority-led businesses. It also provides $75 billion for hospitals and $25 billion for COVID-19 testing. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says the final sticking point was the money for testing.
You need a significant federal involvement. You need a national strategy, and the president and Mnuchin and Meadows agreed to that, to their credit, and that will be in the proposal.
The FDA announced it's authorizing a new test that will allow people to do a swab at home and mail it to the lab.
The White House says there are enough tests available right now for governors to start phase 1 of reopening their economies.
If they meet the other criteria of 14 days of reduced cases and sufficient hospital capacity to prepare for any eventuality that may occur.
The president also announced via Twitter last night that in order to protect American jobs, he's suspending immigration to the U.S.
He's going to look at how he can protect Americans both economically and protect their health. And so this is a temporary issue, just like the prior bans were temporary, and we're doing it to keep the American people safe.
Immigration and travel have already been restricted to control the coronavirus. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And President Trump suspended new visa applications on March 20th, and the president has repeatedly said his travel ban from China has saved lives. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is in grave danger following surgery. That's according to one South Korea media report. The last time Kim Jong-un was seen in public was at an April 11th meeting, a day before he reportedly underwent heart surgery. The North Korean leader is obese, a heavy smoker and drinker with underlying health conditions. Both his father and grandfather died of heart disease. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
The fact that the sea is bigger than a bay has a lot to do with what we're whipping up today. Any ideas what it could be?
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. For a hand up and help with your utility bills now during these difficult times, contact the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
This is online learning. Today, it's more relevant than ever. This is you, a person looking for a lasting career. And this is Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, where you can earn a degree in nursing, healthcare, business, and IT, anywhere, anytime. Take an online course free and get comfortable with online learning. That makes a degree from Herzing University more relevant than ever. I'm possible at Herzing. Learn more today.
During this time of social distancing, for the health and well-being of our customers, Rogan Shoes would like to remind you that our website is still open for business. Check out RoganShoes.com today to see the best selection and best brands with great savings. Plus, shipping is free. You can also call Rogan's to order the next pair of your favorite shoes at 1-800-976-4267. Staying apart is the best way to overcome the current situation. Rogan's wants to help you by providing the best solution possible for you to keep living your lives. Selection, service, and savings. That's Rogan's Shoes.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
The other day, I was at a restaurant and had some of the best scallops I've had in a long time. And it dawned on me, as I was eating them, that I haven't shared a scallop recipe with you in quite some time. So let me show you my take on the dish that I thought was so good. We'll dry some sea scallops on a paper towel before seasoning them with a bit of salt and pepper. And if you're not sure how to tell the difference between sea scallops and bay scallops, here's a way to remember. Bay scallops are the smaller ones since they come from a bay, which is smaller than the sea. After these are sauteed, we take them out of the pan and cover them to keep them warm while we add some chopped onion, garlic, tomatoes, and a little more salt and pepper. Once they're tender, we add a splash of white wine, or we can use chicken broth, along with some capers. Then all we have to do is serve this over our scallops, and we have a restaurant fancy meal. Maybe serve this over a bed of wilted spinach to make it even more la-di-da. And don't forget to spoon all that flavor-packed sauce over them, too. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our bistro pan-seared scallops, so you'll have this easy gourmet recipe right at your fingertips. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fancy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Next at noon, sunny but cool outside today, and tomorrow night, maybe some rain in the forecast. Hattie has the details next.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
I grew up just up the road in Stevens Point. Wisconsin is a very special place for me, especially Madison. It's where I proposed to my wife. Now my whole family is ready to call the Madison area home. Southern Wisconsin is a vibrant, diverse community with great stories to tell. And I'm looking forward to bringing them to you during my favorite time of day, morning. I'm Chris Stanford, and I'm excited to be joining the News 3 Now morning team.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 604 points. The NASDAQ off 306. The S&P 500 down 84. Farm Director Pam Yankee is here today with today's Ag News. Hi, Pam.
You know, despite the bad news all around us when it comes to Wisconsin agriculture, we are finding some good news stories out there, and we want you to be encouraged to share your good news stories from your community. For example, coming up this Friday, Waupun FFA has taken it upon themselves, in cooperation with Quick Trip, Leroy Meats, and other community supporters. They're going to be handing out 1,200 gallons of milk at different locations around the Waupun community. Tara Costello, who's the ag instructor FFA advisor there, says the kids are motivated. They've been putting up support dairy farmer signs for the past 10 days or so. They're joined in that effort by communities like Sauk Prairie, where they're trying to work on distributing milk. Slinger FFA getting those support dairy farmers signs out as well. So there are good stories happening out there. That includes one from Wyoto, Wisconsin, where Jessica Grunfelder, she and her husband milk about 130 cows, ship their milk to Zimmerman Cheese locally. They just started sharing social media posts online and got a very big surprise when the vice president of Intercon Construction, who the family had some connections with, called her and said he was donating $10,000 for purchasing cheese that would then in turn be brought up to Madison for the Second Harvest Food Bank. So there are good stories out there. I want to make sure you're aware of that. Share them with us if you would. Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook, or you can always email me as well. It's not all good news, though. However, our livestock industry continuing to just stagger from the punch of COVID-19, expecting $5 billion losses in pork, $13.6 billion losses in beef. And unfortunately, a lot of people say to me, well, Pam, can't we process those animals locally? Butchers that I've talked to around our Channel 3 viewing area say right now they're anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months behind trying to get caught up on all the animals that are in line, so to speak, to be processed. For more food news, come on over. Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook, MidwestFarmReport.com. That's what's happening in the farm suite today. Have a good day. Be safe.
You too, Pam. Thank you. Here's Hattie now with your forecast.
Well, I thought I'd start with this great picture that's sent in by one of our viewers last night of the beautiful rainbow that we had here in Madison. My inbox was full of pictures this morning of that rainbow, the dark clouds to the east behind it, really making it stand out quite nicely. That rainbow occurring, of course, after a few showers moved through the area. Pretty spotty as far as the measurable precipitation, though, for southern Wisconsin. Parts of southwestern Wisconsin and the southern part of the state barely even picking up any measurable precipitation with that front yesterday. There were some pretty gusty winds, though, as those showers moved through. Right now, all is quiet. We have a few snow showers downwind from Lake Michigan, but overall across much of Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin, things are relatively quiet this morning. There is that little bit of snow that it's hard to ignore up by Fargo this morning. There is a potential, as that slides to the south and east, for us to see a few snowflakes overnight tonight. Nothing, though, is going to stick on the ground. Skies are completely clear right now. We have temperatures that have warmed into the 40s here in southern Wisconsin, 42 in Madison, 44 in La Crosse. In the Northwoods, though, still a little chilly. Rhinelander just in the 20s right now, 36 in Marshfield. So it is slow to warm up today due to a strong northwesterly wind. Here's a closer look at those southern Wisconsin temperatures. Still in the 30s in the Dells, as well as Camp Douglas. Juneau is at 39, 45 though in Janesville. Platteville now updating to 45 as well. Our winds are going to be a factor this afternoon. We have sustained winds around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Again, it's from the northwest today, those northwesterly cool winds preventing temperatures from warming up too much today. Winds are going to stay strong right through the afternoon. Here's 2:30, and you notice not a lot of change in those numbers. Even as we go towards 5 o'clock, we're still looking at about a 15-mile-an-hour wind. That's going to make things feel pretty chilly through the rest of the day. Winds are going to diminish, though, as the sun sets this evening. Your future track forecast model shows you how temperatures climb just a couple of degrees. Should top right around 49 in Madison and Janesville. Obviously not quite as warm in the Dells, with temperatures still in the 30s right now. Clouds are expected to roll in for the overnight hours, and there is a chance for a few flurries or sprinkles tomorrow morning as that system just grazes us. Better chances for precipitation, though, as we go into tomorrow afternoon. Take a look at the showers that develop. Also, take a look at these temperatures. 60s here here in Madison. Contrast that with 40s in Milwaukee. That cool breeze off of the lake, keeping things cool on the lakeshore. But here in south central and southwestern Wisconsin, temperatures should be significantly warmer tomorrow. Now, the rain will come to an end tomorrow night, and then another relatively quiet day is expected for Thursday. Here's a look, though, for tonight. Something you may want to check out. As long as skies are clear, hopefully before 10 o'clock, we should get a chance to see some meteors. The Lyrid meteor shower is peaking tonight, so again, find a dark, open space. Give your eyes some time to adjust to the darkness, but you should see about 10 to 20 meteors an hour with this particular storm. So not as good as the Perseids, but still not a bad show. These meteors are known for their fast, bright streaks in the sky. Here's a look at your extended forecast then. Again, 60s are back in the area tomorrow. We do settle back into the 50s for the end of the week. Again, several chances for rain, especially Friday into Saturday.
All right, Eddie, thank you. Well, Vice President Mike Pence is landing in Madison right now as we speak. This is a live shot from the Dane County Airport. Plane off in the distance there. The Vice President will be spending the afternoon visiting the GE Healthcare manufacturing facility in Madison. There's the plane, Air Force 2. He also highlight the production of the ventilators at the GE plant during the coronavirus pandemic. That's Air Force 2. Taxiing in. We'll have live team coverage of this visit all afternoon on Facebook and channel3000.com and on air again starting at live at 4. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We at Patriot Paving want to remind you we're all in this together. Be kind. Enjoy the time with your family. Help your neighbor. We can and will get through this together and be stronger than before. Stay calm, stay positive, and we'll see you soon.
Please join Madison Magazine, News 3 Now, and Channel 3000 in supporting local businesses. For a complete list of vendors, options, and hours of operation, go to MadisonMagazine.com. Thank you for supporting local businesses.
You know your gutters are full of gunk, and you know you need to deal with it eventually. With LeafGuard, you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how LeafGuard's patented design channels rainwater into your gutters while leaves, seeds, and other debris just roll off, leaving them clog-free, guaranteed.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and LeafGuard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Getting meals to go from Hy-Vee is even easier with the new Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go website and curbside pickup. Just order delicious meals online and get no contact pickup. Choose from Chinese, sushi, fried chicken, lasagna, enchiladas, burgers, pizza, many of your favorite sides, and more. Just order online at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime. Then park in a designated mealtime spot and we'll bring your order out. Feed your family for less and order Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go today.
We at Patriot Paving want to remind you we're all in this together. Be kind. Enjoy the time with your family. Help your neighbor. We can and will get through this together and be stronger than before. Stay calm, stay positive, and we'll see you soon.
Welcome back. Oh, no.
Take it back. Take it back.
Welcome back. We have some fun Wisconsin cheese recipes for you to try if you're feeling cooped up at home. Angie Edge with Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin joins us from her home today. Hi, Ange.
Hi, great to see you.
Great to see
Virtually,
you.
right?
Yeah, exactly. What are we talking about today?
Well, you don't even have to leave your home. I know everyone's safer at home, and it's a great way to put together a pantry pairing cheese board, serving your family some of the world champion cheese without even having to leave your home, finding things in your pantry that pair well with Wisconsin cheese. And it's a great way to support our dairy farmers while we're all at home.
And they need support these days, that's for sure.
Yes, yes. I'm going to show you a few of the award-winning cheeses that I have, and all of them were the World Cheese Champions from last month. So in the middle of my cheese board, I have the English Hollow Cheddar cheese that was made by Maple Leaf in Monroe. It was in the top 20 overall at the World Championship Cheese Contest, made by a master cheesemaker. So you can see it looks beautiful on the cheese board, and it's a great cheddar cheese. It's aged for about a year. Over here on this side, I have the Dill Havarti that's made by Edelweiss Cheese Factory in Monticello. So these are all very local cheeses. This one, best of class in the flavored Havarti category. And it also just looks beautiful on a cheese board. And that was made by Ben Workman. So excited about that. And then over here, everybody loves Wisconsin Swiss cheese. So we have an award-winning best of class Swiss made by the Chalet Cheese Factory, again, just outside of Monroe. So I chose 3 of the best cheeses to feature on this cheese board, along with some accompaniments that you might already have in your pantry. So you might have some, maybe you've been making Bloody Marys, you might have some pickles or some pickled asparagus, some relishes to add to your tray. Maybe you have some condiments like mustard or honey or anything you can find like salsa. Maybe you have some jelly or jam or preserves in your refrigerator. It adds a lot of nice texture and sweetness to your cheese board. So you want to get a lot of different colors, a lot of different varieties. I also have some different shapes of crackers to add a little bit of crunch and cleanse your palate as you're trying these cheeses. And if you notice, I also had some leftover Easter candy. So we're adding some chocolate to the cheese, and that's a great flavor combination with the sweet and the salty. You might have also some maybe dried fruit in your pantry. So I have some dried apricots. Maybe you have dried cherries, dried pineapple, but it adds just a little bit of tang and also a lot of pop of color. So just some exciting ways to serve your cheese board to your family. Maybe you're sick of cooking and you just want to eat cheese for dinner. So we have some of the award-winning Wisconsin cheeses. And the best thing is, Mark, you don't even have to leave your home, because all of the cheese factories in Wisconsin, almost all of them are offering online sales or curbside pickup. And these are ones you can find locally in your grocery store too. So I actually ordered these and had them delivered right to my door, which is very exciting.
It can't be any more convenient than that.
Yeah. If you're looking for gifts for people as well, maybe you know of some people that are shut in and can't get out, you could send them some fresh cheese curds. I have some fresh curds here from Decatur Dairy. Or maybe you have a Limburger lover that you want to send some Limburger cheese to, all available on those websites for mail order. So a great way to not leave your house, stay safe, and support our Wisconsin dairy farmers.
WisconsinCheese.com as usual, and you'll have a link to where you can buy them. Ange, great to see you. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Here's Hattie, one final check of the forecast.
Ooh, I like Angie's pantry. It's better stocked than mine is. We have sunshine outside this afternoon. Temperatures will climb only into the upper 40s, though, today. That northwesterly wind is definitely going to keep a chill in the air. Again, there's a chance for a few snowflakes overnight tonight. They're not going to stick.
All right, here's a live shot of Air Force Two on the ground. Vice President Mike Pence in Madison today. Complete coverage coming up at 4. Hope to see you then.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
We consider this a good sign. We have begun to consider the transition from essential preventative lockdown to reopening. It means we're seeing necessary slowing of the spread of the coronavirus. It is hopeful, but that optimism must be tempered by caution and patience. The essential tension in all this is best illustrated by Governor Evers' announcement last Friday of an extension of his safer at home order and the announcement Monday of his Badger bounce back plan. These are neither contradictory nor mutually exclusive, and their eventual success will depend on our shared willingness to balance the two. We are all anxious to reopen our economy and be freed from some of the restrictions placed on what we think of as normal life. But public safety, protection, and health must remain our top priority. We'll continue to analyze all this in editorials to come. For now, bouncing back has begun.